Hello and welcome to another edition of After the Whistle. This monitor's not on, but it's all good. We are here. Todd's here. I'm here. And here is some irony. You know how last week we was talking about what happened to that whole Jonathan Majors stuff?
Yeah.
Well, an article came out. He had a hearing yesterday, and they got a court date set for August 3rd, early August. And I read the article. A lot of people are going to have to apologize to that man after all this, everything comes out. Cause
another smear campaign, man?
Pretty much. They're going to, legit, a lot of people are going to have to apologize to that man because of the evidence they showed, the evidence that was provided and what his lawyers were saying. It was, yeah.
Don't mind my head.
There was one part in that, it was like, and the NYPD was trying to tell the girl, like, yeah, pretty much like, yeah, like, put it on him and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Oh, you said the NYPD.
Yeah, they're gonna, the lawyer. Yeah.
It's only two places I don't hear anything good about, and that's the NY and LA. Once you throw them two into the equation, that's a shaky one.
Yeah, and a lot of people are gonna have to apologize to that man because people were so like, yeah, he looks like the type to beat women and a lot. That was like when they started all coming out, and then all these other random people saying like he did that, he assaulted them and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, if I was him, like I'm taking notes. I'm taking all y'all to court.
How do you look like you beat women?
Exactly.
Especially him. I was shocked when I heard it. Like, huh, for real? Like, he don't even come off like that. And all of a sudden, you got people just wanting to put that tag on you.
Yeah,
Like what?
So weird times we live in, man. People just like thrive off just like negativity and seeing somebody like lose everything.
Or don't catch Jonathan Majors in a wife beater.
Oh man, the NBA offseason. The NBA offseason has began, and the NBA is the biggest like reality show, drama, soap opera that you can get. There's always something, and we got something. The Suns made the move to get Bradley Beal to add to their roster. Well, they got to add to their roster right now because right now it's just like 5 people on that roster.
I'll be honest. I feel like the NBA is going to have they already have the NBA TV, but it's going to be like the WWE network where like social media is like so involved in everything that like you're going to have like a show for like these people's lives, like every facet of these people's lives you're going to have like some form of entertainment with.
No lie.
Like, it's getting ridiculous because I've heard more NBA news than any other news in the world combined.
It's like once the finals is over, there's never like a week where you could like leave. And we got the draft coming up too on Thursday, but there's never like a week where you just like it's like calm and peaceful. It's like nothing. It's like once finals is over, and then it's like boom, everything's coming.
It's almost turned into like football, like how you hear about the NFL all year round.
Yeah.
You legit hearing about the NBA all year round. But you talked about the Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
I like it because it's different.
Yeah.
But there's a similar player there. But he has the ability also to play point. If his hamstring can hold up. My whole thing is, unfortunately, CP's a Hall of Fame, point guard. But for the past, 5, 6 seasons in the playoffs?
7.
His body shut down that many times?
Yeah, he's had some terrible playoff luck as far as staying healthy.
But his body's legit been like he's been getting injured for the past however many years in the playoffs consistently.
Yeah,
it's a yearly thing. So
even with the Clippers.
Yeah. So like I said, that's why if they can put him on a team where he doesn't have to play as many minutes through the regular season and he could thrive in the playoffs, that might help them. But I don't.
Yeah, I don't know either. But this is also with this move, you got 3 guys that can't stay healthy themselves. That don't always finish the season healthy. Beal, I don't know how many games he missed this past season. KD, there'll just be a random time in the middle of the season where he just will miss a bunch of games due to a random injury coming up, and also. Booker, what was it? Hamstring?
That's his biggest Achilles heel, his hamstring.
Yeah.
And that's one of those like you could be playing good for a couple months and then pew, and he knows when he pulls it. He just walks right out like, oh, pulled it again. So if his hamstring can hold up, I think he'll be great at the point because we all know Bradley's coming in there getting buckets.
Yeah, you got 3 certified scorers on that, but now it's like, what kind of team are you going to build around them? They got to, the pieces. They got to add pieces to them because they need depth. They need depth.
You think Bradley is a two-way player? You think he has the ability to be a two-way player?
Yeah, he does. Right. He does. I think he does.
I was just thinking out of their big 3. Yeah. There's always one guy who's like the defensive anchor or defensive specialist.
Yeah.
I could see Bradley Beal being that because he could score. He can seem to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, unless they find guys in free agency that could relieve that from those guys and be like, you guys can handle the scoring. You put guys in places that
they're trying to shop Ayton and Booker and KD kind of already setting their roles with the Suns.
Yeah.
So I figured Bradley Beal might have to bring a little bit more.
Yeah, and I feel with Ayton, it seems like you just got to move him because it's like one of them. It's not a bad relationship. It's not a good relationship. It's just a relationship that's just like.
Cheaper to keep her?
Yeah. It's like what? It's legit like one of those because they've been trying to get rid of him since like last year. And he's been trying to get out of there.
Bro, I've been seeing like jersey swaps for him, and I've been reading the comments like it's like nobody wants him.
Legit, and he's like a decent NBA player.
Yeah, he's not bad. It's just all
maturity.
That's what it is, man. Like when you could see the emotion seeping out of your pores on the bench, or just how you've just a lot of these players. I feel like how their day determines how they play. How it goes, and it's weird to me because
it's always sunny in Phoenix. I'd be happy to play all the time.
I mean, I get it. Most people they're sick of hearing people say you're in the league, but it's like, bro, you're in the league. Like I get it, but bro, like you're in the league. Like you got a chance to go play with somebody else. Like just hold yourself to a professional standard, and just when it's time to go, just go. But don't make it worse on yourself.
Yeah.
Don't make it hard to be moved.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so we'll see what happens here with how the Suns put this team together because right now they got a good team, but you still got the problem with Denver. Like you got nobody on that team that can stop the big man.
Nobody can stop the big man.
Yeah, so unless you could find somebody that could neutralize the big man,
let's be honest, a couple of bigs that could do something. Not even in the NBA right now. They playing over there in China, in Puerto Rico, having a grand old time. So I don't think they even want to come back to the league, to be honest.
Probably not.
So they got to try to get them young 7-footers in college because they doing 6 and 7 years of college. Like, bro, you are a 7'2" All-American. Why are you coming back?
Yeah, go to the league.
It's a couple of them. I don't want to talk about that. That's ridiculous. If you 7 foot and you a senior, get out. Come on. Just go to the league, bro.
Facts. On the NBA news, Mr. Ja Morant was handed his suspension, 25 games. It's pretty much. I think he'll probably come back Christmas. I think.
A quarter.
Yeah, so I think return will be Christmas, which is Christmas is officially the start of the NBA season. But I thought it was just not too harsh, but because it was kind of like he could have got more just because you lied to the commissioner when you went up there and talked to him, and it's like a parent when you lie to your parents. That next punishment it's not going to be so nice.
Based off that graphic, it's pretty cold in Memphis.
Yeah.
But honesty is the best policy. We're strong believers in that, regardless how that honesty makes you feel. Once it sets in, you'll appreciate it in the long run.
Yeah.
But he got what he needed. I heard people saying he should be spending for the whole season. It's like, whoa, calm down. Like I get it. You might be in a state where this stuff isn't normal, but he's in a whole region where some of this stuff is normal. So let's settle down. But yeah, 25 games. He has to be an example. So he has to show that he's a role model. Unfortunately, you might not want to be one, but you have a billion kids looking up to you.
Yeah.
So you just got to hold yourself to a standard, especially if your employer is asking you. Especially if you want to be employed by that organization. If you don't want to be employed, do what you want. But if you still want to be part of that organization, just, do the simple thing they ask. Just be decent.
Yeah.
If you want, go to the gun range and all that, but just do things the right way and understand that you're you're in like the upper echelon of like citizens in society right now, and you just got to hold yourself to a higher standard.
And at this point, you got to mature. You gotta start being mature. Stop being so immature. And he didn't even help himself because he was like it wasn't a real gun. It was a lighter. And then he like then he showed that it was a lighter. Then it comes to the question, why do you have a gun that as a lighter? Why can't you have a normal lighter?
I think the gun light is cool personally.
It is cool, but it's like you're not helping yourself in that situation at all.
But you're really in the whip with a gun lighter. You could have said the airsoft gun, BB gun, pellet gun. There's like all different. There's like it's like an array of guns that like aren't as deadly that you would have been able to use that as an excuse. But the lighter trick, at least it wasn't a gun knife.
And the worst part is like the police don't know no difference. If the police know if they had pulled you over and they saw that, they're not gonna know that it's a lighter.
First of all, based on that video and the lack of like resolution, it just looked like a pistol. Couldn't tell what type of you just look like a regular pistol.
Yeah.
So like.
And I was listening to a podcast the other day, and the guy said he's like, I saw a 12-year-old kid get shot for having like a fake like a toy gun at the park by the police. So they don't know no difference. So that right there did not help his case. But 25 games, I feel, is enough. Sometimes when you're away from something, it'll make you appreciate it more. So hopefully he comes back.
And understand the microscope that you are under, my man. It sucks, but it's just what it is.
It is what it is. All right, the Golden State Warriors they've got a new GM, Mike Dunleavy Jr., who's been, I think he like grew up on basketball. Did his dad play?
His dad.
I know he coached, but did he play?
I'm sure.
I'll look that up right now. But I mean, he's been around the franchise for a while. He kind of saw what the other guy was doing. I forgot his name, but kind of picked it up. So he should have a grasp of how to do the job and what he should do. And he's a former player, so him in this position, he should be good at evaluating talent, especially when you've been behind the scenes for a while and just seeing how everything goes. So nice move for the Warriors. You get somebody in-house. You don't have to do much like transition or just having them figure it out. So good move. Congratulations to him on that one.
Yeah, his pops played. His pops played from 76 to 1990.
So he grew up around the game. So this might be a good thing. So that he might help the Warriors continue on being a competitive franchise in this run of stuff and all that.
He got drafted in the 6th round, 99th overall pick.
And he played 14 years.
He was like a role player. He averaged 8 points, 1 rebound. I'm saying one rebound, no accolades, just coach of the year. Yeah. But that's dope though. But we all know Dunleavy. Yeah, he like Steph Curry, grew up around, but even longer. I would say more like what's his name, Austin Rivers, because his dad played and coached for a long period of time before he even got to the league. Yeah. So similar, dope. I already said it. There's too many players that came through the league that should be getting opportunities. It's too many. So I'm happy to see these guys. And they've had a front row seat. They've been players. Some been stars. Some been bench warmers. They've seen all different facets of the game. They've been different roles, and that will help them understand how to do the roles in the front office, because I'm sure they're similar, but it's different but similar. And
I think he's actually had every single role on the team as far as a player. I think he's been a starter. I think he's come off the bench. So I think he'll probably have an understanding of building a team or building around the great players that they have.
I mean, he's seen bad teams for a long period of time with the Clippers firsthand, and he's seen what the Warriors been doing firsthand. So he knows the formula, or has an idea. How to create the formula.
Yeah, and it's all about just getting that opportunity. So some of these guys, these former players, that's all they need. That's all they need is just an opportunity to show what they learn. It's always good to have a former player in there, more relatable. And that's in any job. It's always good to have somebody that used to do that. It's just they could be more relatable and kind of have an idea of certain things that maybe other people that weren't part of basketball their whole life would have an understanding. So kudos to him on that. We'll see what they do because they got some moves to make, which is the first one. Draymond Green declined his option, so he's going to become an unrestricted free agent. So they're planning on bringing him back. They want to bring him back, but to me, it seemed like Draymond been making his exit plan for like the last 2 years from the franchise with just some of the stuff he's been doing and some of the stuff, his actions.
I don't know what photographers or what Warriors fans be taking pictures of Draymond or recording him every time he has an interaction with LeBron.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, yo, get off the man back. He can't have friends who just happen to be like one of the greatest players ever. Like, and I'm sure when it's all said and done, he would love to play with LeBron one time. So, like, LeBron's on his way out. Draymond got 4 rings. He's like, man, the Warriors kind of fed up with me.
Fed up's an understatement.
I done knocked some of this pizzazz out of Poole. So, like, I don't know, man. Like,
and I don't know how many years he's got as just being a big contributor to a team because it's kind of like at this point, he's an offensive liability. Like, his defense is still there.
That's crazy, though. Like, he don't want to shoot the ball. I mean, but he went out there against Sacramento and had like 20.
Yeah.
So it's like he can do that, but due to the personnel and what they need from him, I don't think he wants to do that anymore. Because I'll be honest, I'm not trying to sit there and have somebody stand at me from the angle of that other camera and I don't shoot the ball. And for those at home or online who don't know, this camera's like, how far away, bro?
A couple feet. A couple feet away.
Couple? It's like 8 feet, bro.
Couple.
Yeah. You're awful. Like almost 10 feet away. So like, if you ain't gonna shoot the ball, like I want to be part of organizations. Let me throw that thing up there.
And the thing is, sometimes his teammates are like, yo, just shoot the ball. Just shoot it.
You would think, but we don't know because usually when a player is doing that, like consistently, there's a reason why he's not shooting the ball. Like, but you don't think Kerr's like, all right, bro, you missed 2 or 3 already. Like, yo, bro, you better hold up a little bit. Like, that's what I mean. Like, sometimes coach will tell you, like, all right, bro, like, you settle down. Like, we got the shooters out there.
Yeah.
I know you're trying to be part of the game and be in tune, but, like.
And also, if that's the case, if they're going to leave you wide open, just cut to the basket. If you don't want to shoot it from up there, cut to the basket. You're going to get that floater.
Or just knock down some shots.
Yeah, but if he doesn't re-sign if the Warriors don't bring him back, I'm sure there's a market out there for him. There's probably a few teams that would want him on their team, just to help out. If they're a contending team, he'd be a good fit for them, whichever role they have. If it's a young team, he'd just be a good vet to have around some of those young players because the league is running out of vets, and we've seen how these younger players they're kind of losing it.
He'll sure put you in your place.
Yeah, that too.
Punch you in the face.
That too. This is gonna be one of our fastest shows because ain't much going, and some of us got stuff to do. Gary Trent Jr. He picked up his $18.5 million option with the Raptors. Good player though. He's like one of those underrated players. He's very productive. He was doing well when he was with the Blazers. Doing well.
He was killing when he was with the Blazers, bro. I know he was happy to go to Raptors and have a better, bigger role, but him with Portland, he was automatic.
Yeah, and I think with this also might be because Van Vliet is going to be a free agent, and I don't think they're going to bring him back. So his role next year is going to increase a lot with a new head coach as well. So you can take that money for that 1 year. Ball out, and then you get a bigger contract because they don't dish out. Them players just be trying to get to their second and third contracts. So.
I ain't mad at it at all, man. Go get yours, brother.
And then lastly, Kyle Kuzma is a free agent. But I was just gonna say what Spencer Dinwiddie said. He's more concerned about fashion than basketball. I swear.
That's why I started laughing because I'm like, the only thing I've really been hearing about Kyle Kuzma is this the Dinwiddie quotes and their little riff or whatever. It's just
ever since he went to Washington, it's been like it's been that case. It's been like he got other stuff on his mind than basketball since he was going to Washington. At least with the Lakers, he did a lot of dumb stuff, but he had somewhat of a focus on basketball.
Franchise standards are different I can't speak to on the Wizards, but we kind of know what the Lakers standard is, especially when you got LeBron out.
Yeah, LeBron's on that.
LeBron out there as well, so you know you're under a microscope already when you play with LeBron, and you're with the Lakers. So like, yeah, you better, yeah. You go to these other franchises, you could be a little more loose. I mean, John Wall, like, kind of like.
John Wall was partying all day in Washington.
But my thing is though, nobody in the organization said anything. Nobody organization had eyes on him. Nobody in the organization would like tell these clubs don't let him in. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like in LA, they ain't letting you in.
Unless you win a ring.
Yeah, like there's certain things like they know, like, nah, Miss Buster, nah, you ain't coming in, or certain, you know what I mean? Just certain standards is just different.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see the market for him because it's kind of like he had that breakout season as a rookie, and then ever since that, it was kind of like it's been going like this. Then LeBron came, and playing with LeBron will make you a lot better. So he went like that, and then he went to Washington, and he was like this in Washington.
Yeah, I remember I was thinking about him in Summer League and how they didn't predict him to be that good.
Yeah.
And then he was killing in Summer League, so like maybe he hit the ceiling.
Probably.
And then this is just like he only gets so high and then goes back to just being him.
Was he 4 years? Did he play 4 years in college?
I think it was 2 or 3.
So yeah, because usually those guys that are in college for a few years, when they come to the league, their first hit, they just the transition is quick for them, and then once teams get film on you and figure out your tendencies and stuff like that, it's like all right, and then if you don't adjust to that, then it's kind of like all right, it's kind of your ceiling. I see. We see it with Alonzo Trier. Is that his name? From Arizona?
Yeah.
He was with the Knicks?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had like a crazy 2 years, and he's out the league now.
But what really happened? Because they moved him to the G League. I'll be honest, I don't know what be going on with some of these guys that be role players. Yeah, it's like, he had a good year, and then all of a sudden just blah, 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 blah.
Politics. It got to be the politics.
There's a bunch of guys that are in the G League that really have no business being in there.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you on that.
What is this? Like, how'd you get there? Like, what happened?
Yeah, you got to do like go find out what's happening behind the scenes.
Iman Shumpert kind of said it the best. Like, he thought the league was a certain way, and it really ain't.
That's another guy that he was.
That's my point.
He was hooping like.
He's a hooper.
He was hooping.
Forever a hooper.
And then it was just like, like.
He came from Georgia Tech, right? With Quinton.
Yeah.
And he was nice. I like Shumpert, man.
Yeah, that was those years with the Knicks. He was hooping.
Great interviewer too.
Yeah.
I don't mind listening to Shumpert.
He's good though. He's able to transition, but I thought he was gonna have a good long career in the league just because he was like a teammate that people like to play with.
He don't like to shoot the 3 ball like that. In the league is big on that, but he could shoot. He can shoot though.
Yeah.
It just wasn't his game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he can play defense.
But I think that he was playing at a time where they was really pushing the 3 ball. Now it's like, we need guys to shoot the midi.
Yeah.
So it's like, but yeah, he's fortunate enough to have him a nice entertainment wife.
And he's in now. He's
that helped open some doors. I'm sure he opened some own doors for himself. I'm sure living with a lady that's entertainment.
He got podcasts too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. College basketball. All right, Bob Huggins resigned as West Virginia after his DUI the other day. I mean, for a guy that had this comes after he had a nice little. I wouldn't say nice little thing, but he had some homophobic stuff he said on the radio station, and like a couple months ago, he had that happen during the off season, and then you topple that with this happening to the off season. It was just like, I'm sure they was just like, you might have to resign or we're gonna have to fire you. It was like, and you just can't be getting DUIs too. And I think, and also, he was kind of under hot water too, because they haven't really been doing much the past couple of years as far as like advancing in the tournament and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure they were just finding a way because he's like a West Virginia legend. So for them to come to this part, it was just like they was just trying to find that reason. But it was like,
I just just felt like detachment. He was a great coach for a long time.
Yeah.
Then he said, I just thought when I heard him retire or heard him resigning, I just thought he was detached from the players, like just understanding the game, culture. He's older.
Yeah.
He's not as fiery as he used to be,
Yeah,
which bothers me because I like fiery just because that's what made.
The old age.
Nah, that too. And then it's like you said the wild stuff on the radio, unacceptable. Got the DUI in West Virginia.
I think it might have been.
They gave him a DUI in West Virginia.
I'll double check. But
Granted, you should be getting no DUIs, but they really gave him a DUI in West Virginia. Like, come on, man. Oh man, like this world just.
it don't say where the DUI was, but yeah, I mean, he's been at it since what, the 80s?
Bro, I don't remember when he started. I just remember him with Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
What I mean? That was the squad right there.
Yeah.
But he had a great career. I'll be honest, I think this might have been his last coaching stint.
Probably. I mean, he's about to turn 70.
Yeah, I would just, go on my heyday and relax. Stay away from podcasts, stay away from the radio, stay away from mics, microphones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, so he started his coaching career in 77.
Yeah, man.
That's a long time.
Bro, the coach is different. And you said,
Yeah, that's a long time. That's a long time. So, I mean, we're kind of seeing all these coaches. We've been seeing the trend with all these coaches. Like all the coaches we grew up watching, they kind of they've been calling it a day and go.
But let's be real though, it was kind of old when we started watching them.
They were old. Hell yeah.
So like
They were old.
like they was in their 40s and
That's what
like already.
was 70 when I first started
You know what I
watching
mean?
them.
Like, it was in their 40s and 50s already. So like we don't.
But I mean, he did get West Virginia to the Final Four that one year in 2010. In 2010, he had them. One thing about his teams, they always competed.
Yeah, they always were solid. You knew if you played in West Virginia, you probably wasn't coming out with a win.
No, yeah, this is true.
This is what it was like. It's just tough to win in West Virginia. I don't know what it is about that gym and the atmosphere.
It's like them gyms, like the crowd's like right there on you, like right over the top on you. I think that's what it is. So we'll see what Cincinnati does as far as coaching wise, because I think they'll have an interim next year before.
You mean West Virginia?
Oh, yeah, my bad. I said Cincinnati. Yeah, West Virginia. Whatever. NFL news, NFL. There's no NFL without like off-season drama. So here goes our first one. Patriots DB Jack Jones pleads not guilty on gun charges. He had a gun in I think it was his carry-on bag or whatever, one of his bags at the airport. And I don't know if this is one of the case that you forgot it was in there or what, but this comes after he had tweets about Ja Morant, about him being dumb with all the karma, man. Karma is crazy. Karma's just crazy, but I shouldn't be laughing, but it's kind of like I hope you just forgot that it was in the bag, because it seems like that was the case, but you got to double check your stuff before you go to the airport. That's one of the things I always do. I'm always double check whenever I'm traveling and going to the airport.
And make sure you pack your own bags.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going on, you know what I mean, behind your back and things like that. So you don't know. Somebody might try to sabotage you. You might have forgot it was in your bag.
Yeah.
But in this region, brother, you can't play like Ja Morant can play in Memphis.
Yeah, the Northeast is different.
Yeah, it's a little different, my man. So let's just be smart about things. I would just, fly under the radar.
Yeah. And this is happening. They got camps about to start next month. The court date is August 18th.
One thing I noticed too, like everybody be too freely about their opinions on social media. Like you can fail, but you don't gotta type everything all the time about every topic that goes on. Yeah, like I don't even comment on most things I see. I might like it or something, but I don't comment too much.
Yeah, same here. But man, this is just like, not the best way to start the off season or getting ready for the season. You're gonna miss time during camp. You're gonna miss time. You're gonna miss some preseason games and stuff like that. So, and it's like you don't want to go into a season just having this hover over you. Like what's gonna happen to you?
Especially when everybody's gonna say like, why don't you just hire armed security?
Yeah.
Like you really gonna put your job and career on the line to go shoot somebody?
Right.
Like granted, it might be self-defense, but still, like there's a chance of you dying, rather than having just security with you because you're a high-profile athlete.
Yeah, man. So we'll see what happens to this. This guy, he wasn't a starter. He only started 2 games last year. He was like a nickel back or stuff like that. So Let's just make better decisions with ourselves and double check our things, especially our luggage. Double check your luggage, people. Lord have mercy. Well, no athletes corner today, but we do got Red Sox update for y'all. They beat the Yankees again. Again, over the weekend they had a series with the Yankees. As I bring this up, I think they swept the series. Yes, they did. It was a three-game series with the Yankees, and they won it. And right now they are currently in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-game winning streak. And you know what happens when the Red Sox are on a winning streak? We get nice weather.
Yes.
As I look at my weather app, let me see what we got. We got a 70-degree day, a 76-degree day, and we got some 80-degree day coming up. 6-game winning streak equals nice weather.
How's the record looking? They still bottom of the barrel?
Yeah.
Damn. The other team's winning too.
39 and 35 right now.
All right. It ain't bad.
It's not. It's
4
better than
games
it was.
over.
Yeah.
We got time.
But they're still dead last in the AL East.
Damn.
Yeah. Tampa Bay is 52 and 25.
Oh, they ain't gonna last all season.
The Yankees are third. So here's the AL East. Tampa Bay 52 and 25. Baltimore 45-28. New York 40 and 33. Toronto Blue Jays 41-35, and the Red Sox at 39 and 35. Like the top 2 teams are like teams that are bottom. No more bottom feeders.
But remember when we started? Oh, we can climb up. We all right.
They just need to figure out some stuff as far as like their pitching consistency.
I mean, the season just started.
But they've been having pitching issues for like the last 5 years.
Yeah, I know, but we'll see.
And then I think Chris Sale is on the IR again. They gave that guy all that money, and he stays on the IR. So he was supposed to be, he's the ace of the team. It's kind of like, yeah. Yep. So there's that. There is that. There is that. But they got a series with the Twins. They beat them last night 10-4, and then the night before they beat them 9-3. And today they are playing at 7:40. So hopefully they make this 7 in a row so they can get 40 wins and give themselves a chance to try to make a run at the AL East, even though Tampa Bay is just like going like this. But they do got All-Star break coming, and they do got the trade deadline coming. So maybe they make some moves here and there, get a little hot streak, and make a playoff run, make a run at the World Series. But we will see what happens because the Red Sox are unpredictable. Very unpredictable.
Factor mundo.
All right. Boxing updates. Pedro, what we got for boxing on our update for this week?
All right, we got Tim Zhu versus Carlos Ocampo. Take a look.
Tries to get going against Harrison.
Oh,
now
wow.
he's going.
And he is sitting down on these combinations. Already has Ocampo on roller skates. Ocampo's against the ropes. And my goodness, Zhu is hitting him like a home run already. But he has to be careful. Now Zhu missing with some wild shots, but Ocampo is still rattled. My goodness, what a start by Zhu. Down goes Ocampo with the laser right hand.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Carlos también. Voy a continuar. Abate.
Ocampo goes down for the second time, the first time since he was stopped by Errol Spence in the opening round. And it looks like Zhu's looking to close the show. Mamma mia, lights, camera, knockout! What a statement made by Tim Zhu!
Put him to sleep. Jeez Louise.
Round 2.
That was the first round.
Is he related to Sun Tzu?
He might be.
Tim Zhu, his father.
Oh, yeah, you're right. They must be all related to Out of War.
Or Grand Theft Auto.
And that was just the first round.
That's it.
Dude, he punched him like Stacy from the wood.
Oh, by the way,
Yep.
don't forget, this Saturday, it's the Puerto Rican parade in New York.
Yep.
So they're going to have Edgar Berlanga Jr. Actually fighting this weekend at Madison Square Garden. So check that out.
Okay. And then any other big fights coming up or any other?
I think that's it for this weekend. Yeah. Edgar Berlanga Jr.
Okay. And there you have it. The voice in the sky is our boxing expert, Pedro. But yeah, that dude got, geez Louise, you can't be taking all them punches. Cover your face. Ain't that the whole thing of boxing? Put your hands up, cover your face.
I mean, but did you see him? He was wobbling out there looking like doing a Dougie. He was running from the man. He was all disoriented. Once he got punched in the temple and got up, it was a wrap for him.
Yeah, he should have just stayed down at that point. You get hit in the temple, there's like no coming back from that
You
one.
heard my reaction to that punch in the temple. It's like,
You're going to be seeing Tweety Bird and all that. So, oh, man. That was tough. That was tough to watch. That was very tough to watch.
that was only the first round.
Only the first round. Oh, man. All right, high school sports update. All right, so we have Aganis Week is starting this Sunday, June 25th, with the opening ceremony at Manning Field. They'll do the ceremony, presentation of awards and scholarships, and then they'll have all the players there, take a group photo. And then the first set of games will take place that day as well. It will be the lacrosse game. They'll be taking place at 11 a.m. is the girls, and then 1 p.m. is the boys. Right after, at Frazier Field, there'll be the baseball and softball games beginning at noon, and then at 2 p.m. And then on Monday, they have the girls All-Star basketball game, and then the boys All-Star basketball game to follow. This is at Lynn Classical, June 26th. Did I get that correct? No, I lied. The next day, Tuesday, June 27th at Manning Field, there'll be the boys All-Star soccer games at 5:30 and 7 p.m. And then again, this week will close on Wednesday, June 28th at Manning Field at 6 o'clock with the All-Star football game. This will close out the week. So go to AganisFoundation.com to find out information, ticket information, and also congratulations to all the students that are participating and that are receiving awards during Aganis Week. And I swear a lot of people didn't know that they have to be nominated. Like the coaches have to nominate the players and stuff like that. People didn't know that.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me, hold on, huh? They thought it was
Yeah. So,
like you just joined?
yeah, some
Come
people.
on, what?
Some people didn't know how it went. They didn't know if like kids that go to prep school, they didn't know if they could participate in the Aganis game and all that. It's just like, yeah, they can.
All that. See, you see, you had me thinking like regular people who don't have any stats, who didn't really play, who really weren't that good, but just might have been on the team thinking I'm playing the Aganis game. I'll try to word that the right way.
Yeah.
So I didn't, understanding like prep school and all that, I understand that question. That makes sense because I didn't know. I thought it was all just public school. And, public school and what's KIPP? A charter?
Yeah.
Thought public and charter schools. I didn't think prep schools were even.
The prep school kid, if they're not doing post-grad, the ones that don't do post-grads.
Makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense.
The ones that are there. Because they've been, some coaches were saying they've been kids from like different prep schools, like in Massachusetts, that have participated in the Aganis game in the past. So, yeah. So check those out if you have nothing to do next week, and make sure that you go down there, go to Lynn Classical for the All-Star game, Manning Field, Frazier Field, check that out. Yeah, so that should be good. We got some. Also the Shriners game. Again, before we get into that, the Shriners game, 45th annual Shriners game took place at Bentley College. It was a really, really good game, actually. It turned out to be a good game, came down to the last second. But before we get to the highlights, first up, here is some players' post-game interview. Our first one is from Ashton Wanton. Check this out.
All right, man. Tell me what it was like just playing in this All-Star game.
I mean, it was an awesome privilege. I mean, to especially suit up one more time as a high schooler and just go against the best of some of the best athletes in the state, and it was just a privilege, and I loved it. I mean, it got heated in some moments, but it was fun, and I definitely would do it again if I got the chance.
All right, tell me about last offensive possession for the team. I mean, what did you guys do well to get yourself in that position?
I mean, we just, dug deep and wanted it. I mean, I remember going kind of like a front huddle before going into the first play where you're just like, we want it more, boys. We got to get it. And that was kind of the mentality, and that's what happened.
What is it like just being, these are kind of like your last high school moments and stuff. So what's it like just being a part of these types of games as you get ready to move on to whatever you're doing in the future?
I mean, it's definitely awesome. I mean, especially meeting all these new guys, and like we build a bond so quickly, and it was such an amazing experience. I mean, some of these, I love some of these guys like a brotherhood. Like I've been playing with them for 4 years. It's been awesome, and just especially playing against high-level competition, it's just nothing beats that. Good team camaraderie. I can't even speak, and good football.
All right, man. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, and we are back. So that kid Ashton Wonton, he went to his school is like in Byfield, Mass. You know what Byfield, Mass is?
That's up there near Salisbury and all that.
Like near Newburyport and all that, right?
My bad. Yeah, Newburyport. Remember we played in the league all the way out there.
Oh yeah.
The little outdoor league I used to play with Alex. Then we played in the Salisbury joint.
Yeah. So he was talked to him. The school is called Triton. Triton Regional High School. Like,
You never been to Triton?
Nah, I've never been there.
It's far. I mean, it's not that far. We had my freshman year. We had like a preseason tournament up there.
Oh, okay.
Or was it Taunton? No, it was Triton. I think it was Triton. Yeah, because it's like an hour and some change, right? An hour and a half. Yeah, that's Triton.
I took the drive to Newburyport once, and I thought that was a far drive too. So he said it's
Triton.
around that.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Next up, we got Kamari Ellerby from Everett High, quarterback. He made some key plays in the game. Talk to him. Check it out.
All right, man. You guys got the win. You got a touchdown in there. Just what was this experience like for you?
Honestly, it was a great experience for, it's a good cause, so anything we could do to help anybody, you know what I'm saying? So honestly, it was a good game, so it was just, that's it.
I mean, and you kind of led them to that, to get back in the game, and what was offensively, what did you?
It felt good. It was a great momentum, like all the guys coming from cities and all that, you know what I'm saying? So it was a great experience to meet new guys. We only had 2 weeks of practice, so it was great.
And what's it like just being in this type of game, practice-wise, coming here in a short span, what kind of close out you guys coach out this type of game?
Honestly, it's a new experience for all of us because, we're all coming from different cities and schools and stuff. And, we're all all-stars at our school, so it's may the best man win, you know what I'm saying? So it's honestly, it's just certain things that we do, it's just...
How does it feel to get a W to go out?
It feels good. I don't want to be remembered as not a winner in Shriners, you know what I'm saying? So Shriners is going to go on for a while. So it's been going on for 45 years. It's going to go on for another 45. So thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
And we are back. All right, next time we have Shay Lynch. He actually won the most valuable player for the North team. He threw a touchdown, made some big plays down the stretch. There was like 30 seconds left in the game, and they got the ball, and he got them down the field and got them in field goal range for the game of the field goal. Fun fact too, he'll be attending undercard for football next in the fall.
Shout out my gold brother.
Yeah.
Dope.
Check this out.
All right, Shay, talk about that last drive. talk to me about that last drive.
It was kind of I didn't know what was going to happen because we've been going every other series all game, and then I had a touchdown drive before that, and Coach pulled me over. He's like, if we go back in, get ready. So I said, all right, I got ready, warmed up on the sidelines, and it happened, and everything kind of just worked out well. We were kind of smooth. Everyone was together. Everyone was working together, and it was wicked nice. I trust my own line, trusting all my boys outside. We know each other for a week and a half, and we developed something good here. It was awesome.
Yeah, and offensively, you kind of really got in the groove at the time. Was it just you having good chemistry with the guys?
Yeah, it was great chemistry. Every practice we went to was a good time. It was fun. We went out there, competed. And I think that's what built our chemistry so well, because we went out there and we were all kind of cool with each other, talking to each other. If someone wrong, we'd pick each other up. There was no one out there demoting anyone. I think that helped us a lot as a team. And then when it came down to one kick, we worked so hard on offense, defense came down to one kick, and he stepped up and made the kick. It was awesome.
And lastly, got the MVP.
Yeah.
And what's it like just to close out this high school chapter of UWB?
Oh, it's awesome. It feels so good to go here. I haven't, it's been a week and a half, and I've been out here and closed high school career with some great guys, met some great people, played against some great players, and I'm excited for what's coming next.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, we are back. And our last interview, we had Juan Settlesing and Vic Moffel from Kip Academy. Both players played well. They had key plays in this game. Juan had an interception. Vic had a big kick return and a couple catches in this one. And so check this out.
You guys got this All-Star game. I mean, how's it feel just to be out here, just playing football after so much before you guys go off to college?
It was a great feeling, honestly, to get back on the field, everyone. You know, all the emotions really came out today, and I think it was just a great team effort today.
Juan, you made that play over there. First play on the defensive position. I mean, what did you see out there?
It was just QB instinct, really, like recognition and all. I seen he threw the little screen, and then the receiver was blocking lazy, so I knew something was wrong right at that, and then I seen him take off, and I just followed him and took the ball out there.
For you, what was it like just playing in this Sunday?
This game, it was definitely crazy, because a lot of people say, like, kip this, kip that, but like to be able to show that we can verse the best and perform the same way we do against anybody else is a relief, and it's just a good feeling to verse the best.
I think for you too, you made that play down there that kind of got your offense going a little late in that third. I mean, what did you see in that play?
Honestly, I just seen everything but green grass, to be honest. In the huddle, we already talked about it. We knew we had to get down and score. Defense made a big play, so we had to give some momentum. So we just went out and went, what we got to do, we got to do.
Last year, I mean, these are kind of like the last official high school games and stuff. How much are you guys looking forward to these events and then looking forward as you guys move on to
I think it's just really about cherishing these moments. You know, you don't ever get these high school moments back. And having everyone else supporting you, all your family, all your friends, is a really good feeling. So you just got to cherish it while it lasts.
Yep, and like you said, man, it's just good to show up for the city, you know. Yeah, man, it's just a good feeling, really.
Congrats, fellas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we are back. All right, let's go to highlights from the Shriners game. Check this out. And last but not least, we've got Summer League highlights from the Lights Out Gym Summer League on Monday, from this past Monday actually. Make sure. Check it out, and there will be more games up that will be aired. We'll talk about that when we get back. back. As I said, those summer league games, they will be aired. We'll have at least 10 more games for y'all for this weekend. Right, Pedro? They'll be up this weekend whenever. Pedro?
You sleep?
I think he is.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
There you go. Yeah, this weekend those games will be up again. The games for this week will be up this weekend, correct?
Yes.
All right, and if you want to watch last week's game, you could also go to the website, to the Castis or whatever, and check those out. So we'll have more games for y'all in the upcoming weeks. NBA draft is this Thursday. I thought it was next week, but it's this Thursday.
You mean tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow.
Yeah. When people say like this Thursday and it's like the next day, I'm like messing with my brain.
I don't be knowing what day of the week it is. But the NBA draft is this Thursday, tomorrow, as you can see. And we all know who's going number one. The debate about number two, is it Scoot Henderson or is it Brandon Miller? That's like the debate right here.
I think it's all personal need, what you need for your team, because they both solid.
And one's like 6'9". That's the thing. Those 6'9" athletic guys that show they can put the ball in the basket.
Scoot is just like, just you know what I mean? He's a pro already.
Yeah.
He's been a pro for a couple years now. You know what I mean? And he's already physically prepared for the league compared to these guys coming in from college. That's the only difference between Scoot and the rest of them. Even Victor, like the rest of them just aren't physically built like Scoot.
Yeah. So we'll see who goes number one. Other NBA news. The Celtics are interested in Porzingis. They're talking right now. They're trying to get a 3-team trade. There's conversations for a 3-team trade. This was like news today.
He's been playing. Where's he at now? The Wizards?
Wizards,
Still?
Yeah. He actually had a decent year with the Wizards.
Bro, I haven't caught much Wizards anything. They even get TV time?
It's the Wizards.
Yeah, so.
It's the Wizards. But he did lead them in scoring, so.
That's dope.
He had averaged 23 and 8. I mean, he kind of showed, like, the stuff he was showing in New York. It was kind of showing. And I think a big part of that is just staying healthy.
I was going to say, his biggest problem, that's why I didn't know if he was healthy or not, because that was his biggest issue.
He played 65 games.
That's almost a full season, man. 65 games.
Yeah. He'd be going to pick up for the Celtics if they're able to get him.
I'll take that over some of the names I've been hearing.
I agree with you.
Because he can do a little bit of both. And we need a guy that can get a bucket who's 7-something. How do you turn that down anyways?
This is true. This is true.
What's he like, 7'5"?
Still 7'3".
7'3"?
He's over. Yeah, he's tall.
He's taller than most 7-footers. I know that.
He's tall. He's tall. That's a wrap. I told you this is gonna be a quick show. My man, he's going somewhere next. He's traveling, so I might not see him for a little bit.
Yeah.
We might not have a show next week. We'll keep you updated on it. Friday's the official last day of school. Can't wait. But yeah, once again, follow me, Mukala K, Instagram, Mr. Burton 23 Instagram.
Yeah, hit the bad finger with the. Oh.
And all you June birthdays, all you happy birthdays to y'all. We forgot to shout y'all out, but happy birthdays. Congratulations to everybody graduating, the middle schoolers and the elementary kids that are going to move on to middle school. Congratulations to all of you. But yeah, we're out of here. Gotta go. Got places to be. People to see.